Morning students. Today we will discuss about the topic subject PTSP. So the subject goes to probability theory and stochastic process. The subject is related to second year person or easy branch students. Okay. So before start this probability theory, so we have some fundamentals. That is the first one, experiment. Then types of problems. So here experiment mean is a systematic procedure for collecting all components and giving some supply voltage and finally to note down the result. That is called experiment. Okay. Experiment mean is a systematic procedure collecting all components and giving supply voltage and finally to note down the result. So in this experiment there are two types of experiment. One is the random experiment. Second one is the deterministic experiment. So what do you mean by random experiment? Any experiment, we can't predict their output values. We can't predict their output values. That is called a random experiment. Okay. Suppose tossing a coin is an experiment. Here, what is the outcome? We can't predict before the experiment. Okay, either it may be head or tail. Maybe head or tail. Okay, that is the example of random experiment. Whereas deterministic experiment means the outcome value can be predicted here. The outcome value will be predicted here by doing the experiment. So, example, throwing a stone in a pole. Throwing a stone in a pole. This is one experiment. So, we know that due to the gravitational force it reaches on the earth. Okay. So, that is called deterministic experiment. So, here the collection of all elements in a given experiment is called sample space. Sample space means collection of all elements in a given experiment. So, example here, rolling a die is an experiment. What is the collection of elements in sample space goes to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the sample values, total 6. Suppose tossing a coin is an experiment. What is the sample space name? Head and tail. Head and tail. Total. Okay. So while doing the experiment, here there are collection of elements. The collection of all elements in the experiment is called sample space. So each element is here we call as an event. Okay. Next, probability. So what do you mean by probability? So here probability means is a mathematical concept
Sir,
to
video
measure.
central video istantaneous guesses.
It is a mathematical concept to measure degree of certainty or uncertainty, occurrence or non-occurrence of an event. That is called probability. So mathematically represented as P of E. P represents probability, E represents event. Okay, P of E is equal to power number of events divided by total number of events. The total number of events means sample space. So always to measure the outcome values based on probability. Okay, so probability means chance. It may occur or may not occur. So it may occur means you have been success. May not occur means that is called failure. That is called failure. Okay. So in this probability, there are different categories. One is the individual probability. This is the form of a individual probability. The second one is the joint probability. P of A union B is called joint probability. Here A is one event, B is another event. Okay, so at a time between two events, its chance that can be obtained by joint probability. So P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. This is called formula for joint probability. The occurrence of two events simultaneously is chance that can be determined joint probability. Okay, this is the first one is individual probability, second one is the joint probability. Third one is the conditional probability. So what do you mean by conditional probability? Conditional probability means the occurrence of event which is a happen. The occurrence of event which is a happen. That is denoted by conditional probability. Here A denotes the occurrence of event, B denotes the happened event. Okay. So P of A intersection B by P of B. This is the formula for getting a conditional probability. Okay. The next thing is total probability. Total probability. So total probability means P of A. P of A. P of A is equal to P of A by B1 into P of B1 plus P of A by B2 into P of B2 plus so on. This is the total probability. Okay. Suppose if you want to get any value from the group of elements, then we can go to this total probability. Total probability. So like that, before start our syllabus, probability theory and stochastic process. Okay, stochastic process means random process. So here you know that the some basic fundamentals regarding the probability concepts. Okay, the next one is a random variable. Random variable. So what do you mean by random variable? Mean it is assigned as a real number. It is assigned as a real number. Every element in the sample space corresponding to the random experiment. That is called random variable. So always the random variable is denoted as capital X. Okay. So the experimental elements are real values. Those are called random variables. Okay. Example: rolling a die is an experiment. The random variables are 1, comma, 2, comma, 3, comma, 4, comma, 5, comma, 6. These are all elements are real values. These are all values are real values. Hence it is called random variables. Okay. So in this random variable, we are categorized into three types. One is the continuous random variable, discrete random variables, and mixed random variables. So what do you mean by continuous random variable? Here the experimental elements are real and finite. The experimental elements are real and finite. Then it is called discrete random variables. Discrete random variables. The second one is the continuous random variable. Here the experimental elements are real and uncountable values. Real and uncountable values. Then it is called continuous random variable. Example goes to measurement of height of students in a classroom. So here the in classroom the students are all are real values and height or weight those are the uncountable values, not measurable. So the experimental elements are real and uncountable. Then it is called continuous random variables. Okay. Third one, mixed random. Mixed random variable means the combination of continuous and discrete random variable are called mixed random variable. Okay. So in the next class we will see next topic regarding the recap.